Please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. The first thing I noticed was the laughter. Not ours, the loud, careless kind that feels foreign in a home that's always been quiet between us. I turned the corner into the living room, and my chest went tight. There she was, my wife, in his arms. Not just talking, not just leaning close, but cradled against him like she belonged there, like I had never existed. My heart thudded so hard I thought it might crack my ribs. Every logical thought fled, replaced by a chaotic mix of disbelief and burning anger. No, this can't be real, I whispered to myself, gripping the doorframe until my knuckles went white. I wanted to scream, to run, to tear her from him, but my feet felt cemented to the floor. I had noticed the little things first. The sudden late-night work calls, the phone that never left her hand, the faint scent of a cologne that wasn't mine. I had rationalized it, told myself I was overreacting, that marriage wasn't perfect. But nothing had prepared me for this living, breathing betrayal. He laughed again, a rich, unself-conscious sound that made my stomach churn. She laughed back, a high, airy sound that had always once filled me with joy. Now it was poison. I could feel the floor drop from under me, the room spinning, my mind fracturing. I wanted to hate her, to storm out, to end everything on the spot, but my eyes stayed locked on her face, searching for any hint of regret. She noticed me then. Her eyes widened in that way that can't lie, surprise, maybe guilt, but something more. Something that didn't stop me from seeing the way she pulled closer to him for one more second, just before realizing I was watching. I wanted to speak, to demand, to collapse under the weight of betrayal, but the words stuck, raw and jagged, in my throat. I watched them part reluctantly. She straightened, smoothing her hair as though she had been caught in a private moment, yet there was no excuse that could mask the intimacy I had witnessed. I walked into the kitchen, hands trembling as I poured myself a drink I didn't want. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. The sound of her footsteps behind me made every nerve in my body tense. "Can we talk?" she asked, soft, hesitant. Talk. As if words could undo what I had just seen. I turned to face her, my face a mask I couldn't control, but my voice came out calm, dangerous in its restraint. "I saw everything." She froze. For a moment, her mouth opened, then closed. Then she spoke, voice low, almost a whisper. "It's not what you think." I laughed bitterly. Really? Because it looked exactly like what I think. Arms. Smiles. Him. You. Her eyes filled, not with shame, but with sorrow and fear. "I made a mistake. But it's over. I came home to fix us." I blinked, confused. The world had stopped, yet kept spinning. Pain and love collided inside me, two forces that refused to separate. Could I forgive her? Could I trust her again? The rational part of me screamed no, but the part that still loved her wanted desperately to believe her. Days passed in a blur of silence and tension. I watched her, studied her, scrutinized her every action. And slowly, the truth revealed itself, not in the grand gestures, but in the small ones. The way she reached for my hand, the sleepless nights she spent talking to me honestly, the little sacrifices that hinted at genuine remorse. It wasn't instant. It wasn't painless. But eventually, I realized what I had feared the most: the end of us might not be inevitable. We could rebuild, though the cracks would always remain, a permanent reminder of fragility and resilience intertwined. And then one evening, sitting across from her with trembling hands and tentative smiles, she leaned forward, eyes glistening, and whispered, "I'm here. I'm yours, if you still want me." I nodded, tears slipping silently, letting a part of my heart that had been shattered accept what remained. Love doesn't vanish because trust is broken, it just demands the courage to heal. Our marriage was not over. But it would never be the same. And maybe that was exactly what it needed to be.